Q4 is not really a fully realized goal. The questions you need to be asking yourself are, do you and the stakeholders at your organization know why you need 10,000 new fans? Do you know how you plan to engage with them? What will you provide them that will generate loyalty? What will you need them to do down the road? And what steps are you going to take to communicate with them before you ask them? Also important is knowing how you're going to measure that success and knowing it ahead of time. So let's say you hit those 10,000 fans. If you ask yourself the additional questions above of why and what you'll be doing with them, then success is not going to be measured by hitting that number. It's more likely going to be measured by things like engagement or conversions or other things that you've identified within this goal-setting process. And really, again, looking at this step internally and externally is really important in terms of making sure that you're articulating even things that are less measurable but are more relationship-centered goals, and that you have some way to report back on the success or failure of those efforts. Moving on to the next step here, we're going to talk a little bit about making a plan. So again, I feel like organizations are often really awesome at making plans, but I think one of the reasons we included this in here is that articulating these steps really serves as an important reminder for all of us during the planning process. So in particular, I think one to call out here is identifying obstacles and how you're going to address them ahead of time. So at least the ones you can see. You're not going to be able to see every obstacle. But this piece is really critical to building those great relationships. So for example, if you plan to try and build more loyalty and engagement via a blog or social media, what are your obstacles in doing that? Do you have enough time and resources? Do you have a leader or board member who might be concerned with changing how you interact with donors?